right, let me bring in Andrew. All right, Andrew, you there's the capo right there, Mauler.
What's up, Andrew? What's up, Andrew?
Hello. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Just living the dream, man. Give me 1 second here, if you don't mind. I'll only be a quick second.
Yep.
All right. I was actually hoping, I was just calling because I noticed that, David, you had some Orthodox on because you wanted to feel out what the position was of the Orthodox Church. I was actually hoping that I could do the same thing with you and see if I couldn't get a feeler for your position on several theological issues. Would you be willing to do that?
Well, wait a second. So we're going to, hold on. Let's just make sure I'm understanding. I got to say something. We're discussing things in Eastern Orthodoxy. We were told it's about theology and you don't want to defend any doctrine?
Well, I don't understand. I just want to ask him a few things about his position.
Can I ask you a few things about yours?
No, I came on here to ask him a few things about his.
See, David, you see what I'm talking about? Instant evidence. What did I tell you?
What?
David, he's not so strong anymore, right, David? We cracked him already. 30 seconds.
What do you mean?
You don't like the religion.
Didn't David Wood just do an entire stream?
Here. Mauler's right here. You can question
him. Calm down.
Mm-hmm. Calm.
Didn't he just do an entire stream trying to figure out what the positions were?
Hey, hold on. Let me say something because I hate the framing. David said, I know nothing of Eastern Orthodoxy. Yeah. So I'm going to watch a video and let actual Eastern Orthodox respond.
Right.
David giving his minimal.
That's what I want to do too.
Please stop cutting me off. You have a bad habit.
I want to do the same thing.
You want to give a minimal expertise on it. So he's trying
to learn. Please go fuck yourself.
So now I would like to
care about cutting you
ask
off.
You
dipshit.
Questions about you.
Hold on.
I'm a Christian.
What if
I want to know.
I won't know. I don't care. I came here for
HHS. Yo,
I don't care why you're here. You want to schedule the
HHS. Chill out. Yo, Andrew, it's a Christian channel, man. Please don't cuss. All right. So you want to ask David Wood some questions about theology?
I just want to see if I can't ask him. I'm not even going to ask him about his theology necessarily, have him defend it. I'm not even looking to debate it.
Oh, okay.
I just want to figure out what some of his positions are.
Why can't we get his, bro? Why do we always have to
hang on. If you'll chill out for 1 second, right? You can ask me, same thing. What's your position? I'll give you my position. I'll ask you, what's your position? Give me your position, right? No, we don't even have to debate. We'll just get the positions on record. That seems fair, right?
Yeah, well, I guess if David's okay with it, so then the prompt here is the reason that you're here is you want to know if David has a certain understanding or a certain view that's similar to yours.
No, it's actually I don't actually know what any of this guy's positions are. I've been looking and looking and looking, and I don't actually.
Is it on
know.
any of the topics, the Eastern Orthodox topics or the teachings?
What do you mean?
Yeah, so what we're covering tonight, is it on anything on those topics that we've been covering, or is it just something off the wall, left field, or what are we talking about?
Well, no, I don't think it has much to do with Eastern Orthodoxy, no.
Oh,
but
okay.
The purpose for me calling in wasn't for that. The purpose was for me to respectfully request if I could just ask to get some of the positions on record. So I know
David's his own man. If he wants to answer, go for it.
Yeah, but after David tells you his position, can Mauler ask you a question?
Sure.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, David. Tell us. Are you a Unitarian, a oneness, or a Trinitarian, David? I don't. What
am I going to be allowed
Who's
to?
the question?
I'm sorry. Am I going to be allowed to ask the questions?
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So I was wondering if we could start with the position. Do you believe in the 5 solas?
Kind of rough because I think in terms of probabilities, that's kind of the issue. That's why you don't hear me, and that's why I don't go around kind of dogmatically defending certain positions. Like as far as I can tell, like most people, they say, okay, the evidence I have points in this direction, so I'm going to go with that position. Whereas me, I'm thinking generally, okay, the evidence I'm aware of points in this direction, but there's all kinds of evidence that I may not be aware of. So I may not be, I may be, learning the extra evidence may point in a different direction. So I don't know, things have to reach a certain threshold before I'll start actually advocating them. So
do you believe in them?
I'm saying I'm open to presenting otherwise.
Is
but I
that
generally
yes?
don't.
No. Okay. No.
He
Okay.
answered already. Now, Mauler, you have a question?
real quick, Andrew. Do you know what the 5 solas are?
No idea. I have no.
Okay.
Clue.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So then, David, once saved, always saved.
Depends on what you mean, but that would be another issue where I'd be like, okay, here's kind of the case for it. Here's the case against it. And I would say, yeah, if you're actually genuinely saved, I would think that, yeah, I get it. Like, if your name's in the Lamb's Book of Life or something like that, it would be weird to be erasing it because God, knows all this stuff from an eternal perspective. But how that would actually play out, because you got people like Bart Ehrman, who's a Christian for years and then all of a sudden leaves it. And so I don't know how you want to describe that, but notice you don't hear me saying it because I don't have firm positions on most of this stuff.
Real quick, Andrew.
Hang on. I'm not actually.
Positions. I'm
just not clear.
I want to add clarity for him. 1 second.
Well,
please. David,
I'm here to ask David.
I'm trying to make sure David. David, I want you to understand. I am relaxed, bro. If you stop talking, you'd know. David, I want you to understand that under that position, there are actually multiple positions. So just so you know, it's not a simple yes or no, because there is nuance in the OSAS position. The two brothers on your side of you know this. When you talk about hyper grace, free grace, perseverance of the saints, there's all types of nuance here that you don't know. So I'm just making sure that you're aware
and I acknowledge that, which is why if I don't study something thoroughly and examine the evidence on both sides, I generally leave that to other people, which is why you don't see me go out and defending these things. If I haven't studied them, then I don't know. I just leave it to other things. That's the scenario where guys want to come in. What's your position on this? I'm like, I'm
not actually clear. Is that yes or no? Once saved, always saved, or you don't know?
He's not clear. I think we understood him.
Hang on. You guys might understand him. I don't understand. That's why I'm asking.
Do you know what once saved, always saved is, Andrew?
No clue. That's why I'm asking him.
So who instructed you to ask these questions? Jay Dyer?
Nobody. Me.
Wait, what? So you're asking questions about HHS, please, brother.
Hold on.
You're asking about positions that you know nothing about?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I want to know what David's positions are.
But you don't even know what the position is. So why would you be asking about something
wouldn't
you have
a person?
No knowledge of?
I don't understand. So
you don't understand this?
Yeah. Why can't I ask these questions?
So you don't know what questions you're asking, and you're telling us you didn't get them from Dyer. So who'd you get them from?
Me.
So you woke up and said, does David Wood believe in once saved, always saved? And then you showed up here to ask the question?
No, what happened is I was trying to do a review on what some of David Wood's actual positions on his theology are. I was just curious, and I actually couldn't find any, so I thought I would just come ask him.
So, but you're asking him questions about theology that you have no clue what these things mean. You have no idea, and you're expecting us to believe that you just woke up, these things popped into your head, and you wrote them down. And you said, I'm going to go on this.
I didn't write any of them down. I'm just asking.
Okay, they're off the top of your head. I thought you were reading something. All right, so my fault. Yeah. So then you thought it, they popped into your head, and here you are. You expect us to believe that?
What is the problem with me asking?
No, do you expect us to believe that? I'm just asking if you want to give us a yes or no to that.
You can watch the stream.
Okay, so then you expect us to believe that you're asking about questions of 5 solas, you have no clue what that is. Once saved, always saved, you have no idea what that is. And then you're telling us that all of these questions that you have, they just magically appeared apparently in your mind because you didn't write them down. And
we had a deal coming in here that I would ask the position, he would say yes or no, and then you could ask
with
me,
who?
Hang on, with you guys, and then you could ask me if I believe the same position, and I would say yes or no.
No, but that wasn't the deal. The deal was you could ask David questions.
It seems like you wanted something.
And then the question. Hold on. See, I notice how I've been on mute.
Well, I was in the middle of talking.
Calm down.
I was.
You were not.
Talking.
This guy's gaslighting. He was not, bro.
Oh my God.
The point is, listen. This guy will not let me speak.
HHS.
I'm just trying to.
Look here, man. Look here, man.
You're not gonna let me talk, man. I just want to add something right quick. Because we didn't agree to that. He's
something,
painting
man.
a picture that
I'm
we
trying
didn't agree
to- I'm
to.
trying to tell you.
See how he's cutting me
I'm
off?
trying to tell you.
Do y'all see what's going on?
What is it you're doing right here, Andrew? What is that? Is that an
I
impression
just want to
of him?
know what David Wood's positions are.
Yeah,
No,
we understand. We understand. Hold on, though, Andrew. What you're expecting us to believe? I think you think we're idiots, or you think we're stupid, because nobody believes this. I don't think the chat believes this. I don't think your audience believes this. That you woke up and you said 5 solas and 1 saved, always saved. I'm gonna go ask David Wood these questions. Nobody's believing you, bro.
Is there? I don't understand.
What is it that
Can
you
you
don't
ask me-
understand? You keep
can
not
you-
understanding things.
Yeah, I
but
don't.
you're a
Can I
smart
just
guy,
ask
right?
him what he believes?
Yeah. So already what we're understanding is that today,
Mhm.
a third question that I'm assuming you're not going to know anything about, you're about to ask him, and this popped into your head. All right, go ahead and ask the third question.
Yeah,
Go
these
ahead.
are just like Protestant buzzwords I hear a lot. So I just wanted to know if he believed them.
Oh, now they're Protestant buzzwords. All right, bro, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Can I speak now, or can I not speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're speaking too? Okay.
No, I want to add clarity to what was agreed to, because you said we agreed to say yes or no, and I don't know where that came from. I just want the record to be straight. We agreed that David would answer questions. It sounded like Mauler said, and then we agreed that Mauler would ask you questions. Nobody agreed to this yes/no fallacy. I just want to highlight that. I'll go back to mute now. I am very good to go.
Well,
All right, third question that popped. Hold on, third question that popped in your head. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, is baptism necessary?
I mean, if you're talking, guy was crucified with Jesus. Doesn't seem so.
So no.
I mean, if the what I found in our debate is if you can think of any hypothetical, alternative, and that's not even a hypothetical alternative. That was an actual alternative. Then the answer would be no, right? So I don't know.
So no.
What about you? What's your position on it, Andrew?
Yeah, I think baptism is necessary. Yeah.
Okay, so can somebody be saved without being baptized?
The next one I had was
so Jesus was wrong. Jesus was wrong about the thief on the cross.
Hang on, relax. The next one I had was penal.
Everybody is relaxed. Stop
hold on.
Hang on. Question for a question. Next one was penal substitution atonement. Do you believe in penal substitution atonement?
Lean in that direction.
Do you,
Well,
Andrew? Do you believe in
Well,
PSA?
well,
Hold on,
hang
one
on.
for one. Hold on,
Well,
one for one.
Well, hang on. I
one
don't
for
feel like
one,
I got
one
an
for
answer
one,
yet.
one for one.
Well, I got to get
one
the
for
answer though.
Okay, but he gave you an answer. So now, do you believe in PSA according to your
I
church?
lean not in that direction.
You
I
lean not
guess.
in that direction?
Whatever the hell that means.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you don't lean, or do you believe yes or no?
Well,
I need an
that's what I was trying to
answer.
ask
I
him.
need an
Same
answer
thing.
from
I
you. I
need
need an answer from you. I need an answer from
As
you.
soon as he answers, I will.
So go ahead. So then you're going to do the answer. You get
I'll
his
say
answer,
yes or
then
no
you
as
answer.
soon as he tells me yes or no.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
Go
Can I just
ahead.
highlight? Can I just highlight? Oh, good.
Penal substitution atonement, David. Yes or no?
Can I just highlight?
I just said I lean in that direction.
Yeah. Is that yes? Does that mean yes?
Can I highlight something?
Hang on. Can I just ask the guy?
I just want to. Yeah, brother,
without
I'm
the-
not trying
without
to
all
interrupt
the
your answer, brother.
obfuscation?
We don't need you to say anything. Yeah, he's gonna answer. I want to highlight though for the audience.
Yeah.
This conversation is missing a lot of nuance.
We get
Yeah,
it.
I
We get
agree.
it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
missing
we
a lot
get
of
it.
nuance,
Andrew
you
doesn't
know.
know what he's talking about, bro. He just woke up and he's asking these questions
Yeah,
about
but there's
things
a
that he doesn't
Christian
know.
audience who's hearing these
But
terms
bro,
that we-
Andrew's making a fool of himself on his own, HHS. Let him make a fool of himself.
Yeah. Let me make
Go
a fool
ahead.
of myself.
Yeah. This guy pulls up and asks questions that he's reading, but he's not reading because they pop into his head. And he believes in penal substitutionary atonement, right? That's what you said, right?
Leaning away from it.
Oh, you're leaning away from it. So your
Leaning
church
away
doesn't
from
teach
it.
it? Your church doesn't teach it?
What? Well, hang on. That's question
Wait,
for
what?
question. Remember the
Wait, what?
rules.
Wait, what? Wait
Now-
a minute.
Now, I just want to get
It's
back
a yes
to this.
or no.
David, is it the
It's a yes or a no, Andrew. Andrew, you're gonna have to answer my question.
As soon as he answers yes or no,
Okay,
I will.
well, he's already said he's leaning that way, and I'm asking you.
Well,
so
wait,
yes or
that's
no?
not
I need
yes or no.
clarification.
I
I need
you
clarification.
too.
You said you're leaning away
Me
from
first.
it.
Me
So you're
first.
leaning away from
He
it.
said he's leaning towards it.
Okay, and you said you're leaning away. So the
And
question
so
is,
question
does
for
your
question.
church lean away from it?
Is
Does
it
your
yes?
church?
I'll
You
tell.
don't know?
I'll give you the yes or no as soon as
Okay.
he gives me a yes or no.
Okay, so then you're not going to answer my question?
I'll answer it as soon as he answers it. Yes.
Okay, so you really want to go one for one, even though
Yes.
he's already answered your question?
Well, hang on. If his answer is I lean towards it, my answer is
Uh-huh.
I lean away from it. We give the same
Okay.
answer. Why is that acceptable for me but not him?
Okay, so I'm asking you, does your
I'd
church
already
believe it? We'd
answered
like to
you.
know. No, I said, does your church believe it?
And as soon as David
Okay, so
Wood
you're
gives
not
me
going to
the
give
yes
me
or
an
no,
answer, bro?
as
You're
soon
not
as I
going to
get
give me an
one,
answer?
as soon as I
Okay,
get
so you're
one,
not going to give me that respect then?
as soon as I get one.
Okay, go
I'll get
ahead,
one.
David.
He's asking yes or no.
Yes.
I don't know what to do. I don't think in terms of the yes or no, Andrew. I think in terms, I just told you, I think in terms of probability. If you ask me Calvinism versus Arminianism, I say, okay, here are the arguments for Calvinism. Here are the arguments for Arminianism. I see this case, and here I see some problems with it. I see this case. I see some problems with it. I don't know, and I wouldn't make a call unless I've kind of, as far as, yes, this is the position I affirm dogmatically. I don't do it, and if I haven't studied this stuff. And so if I know there have been historically multiple positions, I can say, okay, this is what makes most sense to me. But if I haven't studied the other positions, I don't like saying this is the correct position and these are wrong, because I haven't studied them, and I just kind of leave that stuff to other people. I understand I'm very skeptical by nature. I have to reach like a certain threshold, like, okay, I think Jesus definitely died by crucifixion. I believe he definitely rose from the dead. So I affirm those positions. Other things, especially if I haven't studied them and it's not like an area I'm super interested in because I'm interested in other things, I just say, okay, other people can kind of deal with these things. This is how it looks to me. But if I haven't examined the other positions and so on, then I don't know. Maybe they've got some knockdown case for some other position.
So he leans that way, you lean the other way, Andrew. So now let's get to my question. Does your church believe in PSA? Because I saw that you were looking at your text messages again. So go ahead. Tell me if your church believes in PSA.
Oh, what's PSA?
Oh, so you don't know what this is, but you're leading. All right, bro. Okay. So then we'll reset the questions. Is there any other questions, Andrew?
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Right. Yeah, make sure that Dyers text you. Okay. You can just show your phone. It's easy.
Yeah. So I was wondering if you believe in that Christ was incarnate of the Holy Spirit and had a virgin birth.
Wait, I was reading something. What?
That if Christ is incarnate and had a virgin birth.
Yes.
All right. So now that these questions were answered, Mauler has a line of questions for you.
Well, hang on. Wait. What? No, we have a deal. A question.
Okay. So then let me go, Mike. One question. What church are you a part of?
Well,
like
that
Greek,
would be,
Russian, Antiochian. Which one?
Well, those aren't individualistic churches.
Wait, what? They believe different things, Andrew. So which one are you a part of?
They do?
Yes, they do.
What's the different things that they believe?
Okay, so now you're going to ask me a question. Remember the 1 for 1, bro?
Wouldn't that be a 1 for 1?
No, that's not a 1 for 1. You haven't answered my question. Which church are you a part of?
Well, I don't give out my specific anything.
Bro, I'm not asking for your address. Which church do you attend, bro?
Well, if you were as high profile as me, you probably wouldn't want to give that information out.
Okay, so then you can't tell us what church that you attend, like Greek?
That's correct.
Is it Russian?
Yeah, I don't give that information out.
All right. So then
I thought that was the new definition of a grifter.
What?
It might have been
from the Orthobros. If you're not saying this is the correct church, then it's because you're trying to cast a wider net and you're
I could say something is the true church. That doesn't mean that I have to make a reference that I'm a part of it.
Well, wait. Oh, so you're not a part of the true church?
Well, I didn't say that, did I?
Okay, bro, are you a Christian? That's what we're asking.
Well, what do you think a Christian is?
So is this what you're going to do? You don't answer questions? You just
what do you mean? I need to make sure I understand what the question is you're asking.
Are you a Christian, bro? Are you a part of the church? Are you in Christ?
What do you mean by Christian?
So you don't know what these things mean?
I don't know what they mean to you.
What do they mean to you?
Well, what does that have to do with your question?
Because what do you mean? What does it have to do with my question? I asked you what church you're a part of. Let me follow the bouncing ball.
Okay, I'm following.
If you're a Christian, you're in a church, therefore you're in Christ. And we're asking you, is that even the case? Are you even in Christ? Because you didn't want to tell us what church you're a part of. So are you even in Christ? Have you been born again?
What does that mean, though?
Oh, wow. All right. So you're really do we want to talk about? You got any more questions, Andrew? Because this is kind of pointless. I think you just look down though. Make sure you look down and read them. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. What's your next question?
Okay. Next question I have is: do you believe that there are sacraments which should be participated in and need to be participated in for spiritual health? Specific ones.
Baptism and communion, yeah.
Okay, communion, and then, I guess you get a question now, right? Because that was a direct answer.
Yeah, are you participating in the sacraments yourself on a regular basis?
What I consider sacraments, yeah.
Oh, okay. So then you are in Christ?
Well, that's a second question. I only asked one. Now I get one.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. See, like I feel like we're making some headway here.
Yeah, we are.
So then,
apparently you're a Christian.
Yeah.
But we don't know. But
the sacrament of communion, specifically, what does that entail? The one that you think is a necessary sacrament.
The bread and the wine. What do you?
Yeah, what does that entail? What is the entailment of what can you walk me through what that sacrament is, how it works, the one that you think is?
Wait a minute. So you have multiple questions? You have multiple questions now?
Well,
no. I got to teach you this? Is this a one for one? You asked for 3 questions.
No, he asked me for clarification.
I know, but you're asking now 3 questions.
Well, no, if you ask me for clarification, it's the same question.
I know, but you literally asked 3 questions within the 1 question. So which specific question are you asking, bro?
I'm just asking, when he says communion, right? He says the bread and the wine, but what does that mean though? What is the purpose of the sacrament, and why are we partaking in it? That kind of thing. So that's just asking about general meaning.
Okay, so that's 2 questions.
It's just one question. What does that mean? Is what I'm asking.
Right. Jesus said, "Do this in remembrance of him." So that's what I'm doing.
These are very good answers. So, Mauler, you want to ask him a line of questioning now, Andrew?
Well, he wants to go for the 1 for 1, but he has no knowledge. He has to look at his phone every time I ask him a question or pretend he doesn't know what he's talking about.
You're right.
Can I ask a question about a
Yeah, you can. Go ahead, HHS.
I just want to ask one question. Okay, so in the Roman Catholic tradition, these sacraments restore you to grace. Can you explain the effect of spiritual health the Eastern Orthodox sacraments have on your life?
Hold on, I'm going to guess. He's going to say no.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I understood the question. Could you repeat it?
Yeah, in Roman Catholic theology, the sacraments return you to a state of grace. In Eastern Orthodox theology, can you explain the effect of the sacraments on your spiritual health and to what percentage or level they assist you in gaining theosis?
Well, you have to understand that there's a lot of different views on this, and I operate off of theories of probability.
Welcome to non-denomination.
Can you let me finish the answer?
Go ahead.
I operate specifically off of probability. And so because there's all sorts of different probability which is going on here, I
think everyone assumed that he was going to give serious answers and not just.
What do you mean? How's that not a serious answer?
You're saying probability? So he's asking you for the
It doesn't seem like what you actually
there's a lot of
believe,
different theories here on probability.
Yeah, I know. That's what I told you before. Remember when I said your churches believe?
I'm saying
hold on, Andrew. Remember I told you that your churches believe different things? Now you've arrived. You said there's a bunch of different things that people believe. Yep.
What do you mean?
All right, so David, you're the guest here. You're the guest here. Hold on, Andrew. Please. We've let you ask 7, 8 questions. So you're the guest here, so you want to continue this line of questioning, or maybe next time you go live, Andrew can pull up and you guys can have. Apparently, Andrew's he's a theologian because he likes to. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, those are not your questions. Those questions were given to you.
A theologian. That's bizarre.
Okay, well, you're asking theological questions.
Yeah, I'm just curious about this.
Yeah, no, I understand, but you're curious about something you don't understand. You don't even know. Remember, they popped into your head. They're not on your phone. Dyer's not texting them to you.
But isn't that the purpose of curiosity, to ask?
Well, I mean, no, you can't be curious about something you don't know about. That's kind of crazy. No, you don't even know the structure of the question. So how could you know whether your curiosity is being satisfied?
So if a person doesn't know much about the Bible, they should.
All right. So you're going to ask me another question now? So we're going to let.
Is that his question?
David.
Can I get a question answered?
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so when the Eastern Orthodox brethren were saying they affirm PSA as long as it doesn't affirm a certain model, would you agree that the Eastern Orthodox Church affirms PSA as long as it's in a minimalist model?
Gee, well, what's PSA?
Penal substitutionary atonement.
Oh, penal substitutionary atonement. Got it. So you have to understand.
What did the other brother say? They're ill-equipped. He's ill-equipped.
Yeah, ill-equipped. Yeah. There's probabilism here that we have to focus on, and it's when I'm thinking about penal substitutionary atonement, I think about it in terms of probability. It's probable. I'm not even allowed to answer the question.
Andrew, the jig is up. You're trying to mock David and the way he answered, but you don't really know these things either. So
that's why you want to answer.
So right.
You don't know anything, Andrew. You don't even know what you believe. Andrew, tell me who was the first church father to pray to a saint in heaven?
What's a church father?
There you go. So you're playing stupid, but you really are stupid because you really don't know, but you're pretending like you don't know, but you really don't know.
If I don't know and ask you, then aren't you?
Oh no, he knows. He knows that you got those questions. Text him. Now he's pulling
Yeah,
up here
so he's
thinking he's
playing
slick.
stupid, but
All
you're-
right,
have
so
another
David,
question. Let me-
well,
hold on.
hold on. HHS, he's not going to answer any questions.
No,
He's
this is
not gonna-
important.
No,
Let me
no,
ask
no.
you
All
He's
right.
just going to mock me in every response.
No, right. I just want to ask this last one. It's very important to me.
Okay.
If
Okay.
someone in the Eastern Orthodox Church affirms PSA without a bishop and speaking for the Eastern Orthodox Church, do you feel that person should be anathematized or disciplined by their bishop?
What's anathematize me?
there you go. See, so this is what he's doing.
Don't worry, guys. I'll clear. Do you think they should be disciplined by their bishop? I hope you know what discipline
Well,
is, right?
disciplined in what way?
According to the church.
Yeah, well,
Thrown
what is
out,
that?
bro. Thrown out.
In accordance,
Oh.
no, Mauler, no. Discipline
thrown
in
out?
accordance with the church. There's levels of discipline in the church. I just want to say discipline in accordance with what the church decides.
I know you'd be better off talking to a bishop about that.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything, but he's pretending like he's, but he really doesn't know anything.
No, I really don't. That's why I'm here to ask
That's
these
a
questions.
problem.
So
That's
you
a
can't
problem.
tell us. So you want to like you can't actually. I'm wondering. Can you actually give us any theologically sound positions on the Eastern Orthodox Church?
Nothing. I'm just
No.
curious about what the positions of David Wood are in
Well,
these
I'm
various
curious
things.
about your positions.
I don't
Right.
have any. I don't know nothing.
You're an
Well,
Eastern
then why
Orthodox.
is he here?
You don't know
guys? I
nothing.
Yeah,
You don't know
I'm
nothing.
not an apologist.
Apparently, he
I'm
pulled up
just
here
a-
not knowing nothing.
I'm just
All right, well, Andrew, maybe you should pull up to David's next live since you're interested in what he believes, and then we can respectfully end this one. We appreciate you keeping it civil. Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't think I did anything wrong here. I was just curious. about this.
No, not at all. I don't think you did anything wrong. You just don't know stuff. But
Yeah,
all
I
right,
just
bro.
don't know stuff. I just.
So
but,
you'll catch him later, then, I guess, David.
I'm not terribly interested in this charade. So
Yeah,
probably
okay.
not.